Hey, y'all. I'm Tiffany, and this is our small town life. Thank you for joining me for a little while today. As I'm doing this voiceover, it's a very rainy morning here in Alabama. What a great opportunity to slow down for a little while, sit down, and chat with a friend. So that's what we're going to do today. Here on this channel, I like to share real life. I think there can be great value found in letting you have a peek into the window of our life, inviting you onto our little homestead, and just showing you what day to day life looks like. I'm not here to put on a show, I'm just here to encourage you through what life looks like for me. With that said, I always like to point out that your life does not have to mirror mine, and mine does not have to mirror yours. However, I want to encourage you in the fact that we should all be seeking out God's guidance in everything that we do. I'm going to take you through an afternoon in my life. That's what you're going to be seeing today. Everything from dishes to laundry to preparing dinner, taking care of some chores around the homestead. You're going to get to go out and feed chickens and gather eggs with us. But I also want to share with you today my thoughts on intentional living and more specifically on intentional motherhood. It's so easy to get lost in the mundane. It's so easy to get lost in our daily tasks and responsibilities that we forget to be intentional about our priorities, about our actions, about our thoughts, and about having Christ centered in it all. I think sometimes we also get caught up in, again, that mundane act of our day to day task that we forget what an impact we are having on the lives of the people around us and specifically on our children. I can hear it now. So you're telling me that cooking dinner can impact my children and should be Christ centered? Absolutely. So you're telling me that doing laundry should be Christ centered and can impact my children? Absolutely. And we're going to talk about that more here in this video. Just a little what you're seeing here. I was taking care of a few dishes that we had in the sink, and then you're going to see a clip where I was putting away some laundry, and I'm going to do one of those neat little transitions where all the laundry is folded on the couch. You cover the camera, you uncover it, and voila, it's all put away. It's right here. Y'all, it did not really happen that quickly. I was running interference and doing all kinds of things. It took me probably 30-45 minutes to get all of that laundry put away. Let me interrupt my video real quick to insert these clips from my friend KyAnn. Today's video is in collaboration with KyAnn. She has a YouTube channel, KyAnn Mat. She also shares over on Instagram. I have had the privilege to grow in a friendship with KyAnn over the last several months, and I really enjoy watching her content, and I just enjoy the conversations that I've had with her. I leave feeling inspired, I leave feeling motivated, and that is because she points to Christ. Y'all, I can watch a short little Instagram reel of hers, and it really gets me thinking. Thank you, KyAnn, for doing this collaboration with me. Now back to my video. We're going to get started on dinner. We're having jambalaya, and I'm using the Zatarain box. I got to get the larger box, the family size box. But that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Pretty simple. I enjoy making this meal for my family because it brings back sweet memories for me. This is something that I can remember my mama fixing on a pretty regular basis growing up, and so it just brings back sweet memories, and who knows, maybe one day my kids will feel the same way. That's what you see me doing here, though. Y'all, recently I found myself drawn to Isaiah chapter 66, verse 13, and it says, "As a mother comforts her child, so will I comfort you." And that really reached out and it grabbed hold of me, and God pinned that to my heart because God compared the comfort that a mother provides to the comfort that He provides. That's pretty powerful. When we get lost in thinking that picking up a child who scraped their knee, hugging and loving on a child who is scared, preparing dinner and doing the laundry and taking care of those responsibilities and tasks that we've been called to, when we start to feel like maybe those things aren't important, or maybe they're just another thing we have to do, let that verse be a reminder that that nurturing desire that's been placed on our heart to take care of our families, to take care of our children, can be a direct reflection of the comfort that God can provide to his people. God found that nurturing desire of a mother important enough to say that he can provide that kind of comfort, to use that as an example of the comfort that he can provide. One day, when my children come across this verse, I want them to say, oh, I understand. I understand that comfort that a mother can provide. And I know that I can go to God when I am hurt, when I have heartache, when I am in tough situations, and God can give me that kind of comfort. I had the privilege to take a trip to South Carolina here recently, and while I was there, I was able to hear Zan Tyler speak, and she gifted us with her book, Refined: A Homeschool Mom's Call to Trust. And as I've been reading through that, she shared a very specific story and time in her life, and how it impacted her, and ultimately how it impacted her family, and how she had to be intentional about that reaction. She says in one part that it's important to remember that how we react in the fiery furnaces of life, it matters to our children. How we deal with difficulty, it matters to our children, because even when we do not realize it, maybe even when they do not express it, they are paying attention. And that's a really sobering realization. That's what she was getting at. I'll share more on that in just a second, but y'all, I want to include the audio from these next few clips. Two of them. They're so pretty. They're eggs, that's right. Say thank you for the eggs.
Thank you for egg.
He was so excited about helping with chicken chores and gathering eggs that I just wanted to share his excitement with you. This is another example of intentional motherhood. Would it be easier for me to go out and get these things done quickly? Absolutely. But in the long run, what's more important is including my children and letting them have their hand in that, creating those moments with them, creating and embracing, maybe that's a good word, embracing these teaching moments with them. Does it take a little more time? Yes. Does it take more effort? Absolutely. Is it worth it? 100%. Y'all, I know so many people, myself included, that are walking through difficult circumstances that they don't understand, hardships, heartache. How you respond to that will impact your children. It will teach them how to respond. It will work on their hearts. Even when you think they're not paying attention, they are. And we have a calling to point to Christ in everything that we do, including how we react to heartache, including how we react to tough situations. We are called to always point to Christ. Even in those mundane tasks and responsibilities of washing dishes and doing laundry, from the smallest to the biggest, it is all important and it should all be Christ-centered. We're called to important jobs, mamas, parents. May every task you do point to Christ. I will have KyAnn's video linked down in the description box. Go watch it. Tell her I sent you. If you're coming from her channel, I would love to have you stick around. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.